Good afternoon. So today we are going to study session 4 in module 1, Matrix Method of Structural Analysis. I am Dr. Jyoti TK, Assistant Professor, Government Engineering College, Ramnagar. So what is it we are going to study in this session? So table of content, compatibility conditions, primary structures, geometric and material nonlinearity. So what is this compatibility conditions? The compatibility conditions refer to continuity of displacement throughout the structure. These conditions are also called as geometric conditions. The compatibility conditions at any point in a structure other than supports are that the rotations and the displacement there should be same for all the members. So here the displacement at one point, it should be continued to the second point or the third point in the structure. That is, throughout the structure, there should be continuity in the displacement. If there is a discontinuity, that leads to damage. So these conditions are called as what? Geometric conditions. The compatibility conditions at any point in the structure other than the supports are that the rotation and the displacement there should be same for all the members. So for all the members, the displacement and the rotation should be same. So this condition is called as what? Compatibility conditions, and it is also called as what? Geometric conditions. So for a fixed support, we know that in a fixed support, for a horizontal action, there is a horizontal reaction. For a vertical action, there is a vertical reaction, and for a rotation, there is a moment, right? So therefore, there should not be any displacement in any direction and no rotation in case of a fixed support. And in case of hinge support, there should be no displacement in any direction, because for horizontal action, there is a horizontal reaction. For a vertical action, there is a vertical reaction. But here, there is no constraint for the rotation. However, there will be rotation at the support. And in case of a roller support, there should not be displacement in a direction perpendicular to the plane of rollers. If the roller is placed vertically, then it will move in a vertical direction, but horizontal direction movement will be restricted. If the rollers are placed in a horizontal direction, then it will prevent vertical action but allows horizontal movement. However, there will be displacement along the plane of rollers. That's what. Now, if the rollers are placed in a vertical direction, then displacement is allowed along the plane of rollers, and also there will be rotation also there in the support, at the support. So then what is this primary structure or a basic determinate structure? A structure formed by removing the excess. So a structure, while solving in a flexibility method, first step is to know whether the structure is statically determinate or indeterminate. How do I know that? If it satisfies the equations of equilibrium condition, then it is a statically determinate structure, or else it is a indeterminate structure. Then if it is an indeterminate structure, how do I make it a statically determinate structure? By removing the extra reactions which is making the structure statically indeterminate. So after removing the extra reactions, the structure will become statically determinate. That is called as what? Primary structure or a basic determinate structure. That is what mentioned here. That is a structure formed by removing the excess or redundant restraints form a indeterminate structure, making it statically determinate, is called as a primary structure. This is required for solving indeterminate structures by flexibility matrix method. So here, let me explain it with the help of an example. So here you can see, let me explain with the help of a pencil. So here you can see this is a fixed support and this is a simple support. So how many reactions in the fixed support? It is 3 reactions. That is horizontal, vertical, and a movement. Right, and horizontal reaction, vertical reaction, and a movement. And in case of this, let me assume this as a roller support. You have, it will prevent vertical reaction. So let it be 4. So now E is equal to degree of static indeterminacy, DOSI, is equal to available equations is 4, but equation of equilibrium is 3. So what is the answer we are going to get? We are going to get 1. So the structure is statically indeterminate by how many degree? By 1 degree. So that one reaction have to remove. So what I remove? I'll remove the moment at the fixed support. If I remove a moment at the fixed support, this will become statically determinate. So now instead of a fixed support, it has become a simple support. So now this is a primary structure. So this was an indeterminate structure, but after removing that, here the redundant is a moment at fixed support. So if I remove the moment, then it will become a simple support. So that so after removing the redundant, whatever structure you are going to get, that is called as what? Primary structure. So then, what is meant by this geometric linearity? This is where a component experiences large deformation and as a result can cause a component to experience non-linear behavior. So if there is a large deformation in a structure, so obviously it will undergo after a certain period of time, if there is a continuous loading, then the structure is going to deform permanently. So then it is called as what? Non-linear behavior. A typical example is a fishing rod. So geometric non-linearity exists in a system, undergoes large deformations or deflections. In structures, large deformation usually result in there is no linear relationship between the stress and strain. So then large deformation results in a nonlinear strain and a curvature displacement relationship. Then what is this material nonlinearity? Material nonlinearity is it crosses the yield limit. That is stress bar strain relationship. So this becomes nonlinear as a material starts to deform permanently. There is a permanent deformation. The material, for example, if a concrete, so if a concrete beam is there, if you keep on putting the load, it will undergo up to certain limit, up to yield point, it will regain back its load if the load is removed. But if it crosses the yield limit, then the stress strain relationship becomes non-linear and the material starts to deform permanently. Whereas in case of geometric non-linearity, example is a fishing rod, right? When you put the fishing rod in the water, so if there is a fish in the fishing rod, then its weight increases and obviously it will undergo deformation. But once you take it out from the water and remove the fish, again it will come back to its original position. So that is geometric nonlinearity, right? It will regain its shape once the load is removed. Whereas in material nonlinearity, it is completely, if it crosses the yield limit, it is going to, the material itself is going to deform permanently. So that is called as what? Material nonlinearity. So this completes session 4. Thank you.